It's Gorman in the Morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS, Crowded House right there. Neil Finn, the singer of Crowded House, the guy who wrote that song, was very surprised last week to find out that he's suffering from erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
That was news to him.
It's important for us to all know that he's not. They wanted us to know that.
There was an AI deep fake video, a sales video, if you will. I mean, an advertisement, that's what I'm trying to say, for a natural alternative to Viagra. And it featured Neil Finn discussing his problem, and it was not him. It was complete AI deep fake. No, and he's like, yeah, don't dream it's over. Who said anything about it being over?
Yeah.
No, I still got my groove on.
I got 4 hours of this.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. By the way, that fun fact, the worst job I ever had, folding blue jeans, it's a long story, working at a blue jean depot, if you will.
Okay.
That song was like huge at the time. We had a little AM transistor radio, and that song played every hour on the hour as I unloaded a truck of jeans and then reloaded that same truck with those same jeans all in one day for several weeks of my life.
You can say what you want about Crowded House. They are not good warehouse music.
No, no, it's not at all.
They bring a vibe, but it is not the warehouse vibe.
It is not the warehouse vibe at all. Good God almighty, we're 2 days away from the fair. I'm feeling good. Good morning, Paul Fletcher.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Good morning, and I'm so preoccupied with the fair.
Good morning, Ryder.
I busted my ass all day. Now it's time for me to start wrapping things up and look for the exit door.
I feel so good about today, I might just leave right now.
Man, you know what? Go for it. That'll be hilarious because we won't be able to turn off. We'll have to talk literally for 4 straight hours.
The good thing about that, no commercials.
We don't know how to run the board. That'd be something.
That'd be great.
A test of endurance.
Sure.
I'm up for it.
Yeah, we can do it.
Feeling Minnesota, Paul Fletcher, so let's dive in. How about some headlines, my friend?
Couple state fair reminders, because it's just a couple days away, and I know it's on your mind. For the first time, Falcon Heights will charge drivers to park on certain city streets during the Minnesota State Fair. The new paid parking plan will affect approximately a dozen streets and 1,000 parking spots near the fairgrounds. Watch for the signs. Daily rate is $25. I mean, if you're going to go all day, and if you could prepay,
it's a bargain.
It might actually not be that bad.
No.
Also, State Fair ticket prices, once again, being increased. It seems like an annual tradition at this point. But there are discounted tickets available, though, if you want to pay 2 years ago prices. They're available only through tomorrow at the State Fair website. Their box office, Cub stores, day one of the State Fair, also going to be a discounted entry. So there is your State Fair update.
All
Fair
right,
enough.
then.
Appreciate it.
How about this? 4 masked thieves stole over $2 million in jewelry from a West Seattle store in a 90-second smash and grab job. The suspects used hammers to break in and threaten staff with bear spray and a taser. I mean, at least they had the wherewithal to not bring guns. I'll give them that.
I think I'd rather be shot than have bear spray sprayed on me. I don't know. That's just me.
Police are investigating, but the suspects escaped in a getaway car and remain at large. Over $2 million in jewelry. It's like a George Clooney flick.
That's a lot. I hope you got a good fence. I mean, they're going to be looking for that jewelry. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
100%. Robert Plant recently revealed his favorite Zeppelin track, and it's not Stairway to Heaven. I'll give you that guess. Either of you care to guess what his favorite track is? Ever?
It is not Hot Dog. I knew it wouldn't be Stairway. If it's a new one, I'll be surprised. I've seen interviews with him in the past, and he always goes with Cashmere from Physical Graffiti. So I'm assuming he's still on Fort Cashmere.
Jimmy Page says Cashmere too.
They all do. They've all at times, but Plant specifically, I've heard him talk about it. So I'm going to just stick with that.
Ryder, do you have a guess?
Sure, let's go with Dazed and Confused.
Okay. Well,
man,
do you have the ringer bell for a winner? Because we do have a winner.
Okay.
It
is
Cashmere from Physical Graffiti. He cites the ambiguous lyrics and understated vocal delivery, where they're a perfect match for the dramatic music. Of course, inspired by a trip through southern Morocco.
If he had said Dazed and Confused just to troll Jimmy Page, who's been sued yet again for stealing that song, that would have been magical.
That would have been hilarious.
That's old pissed off bandmates. Greatness right there.
Many men, oh my God, you buckle up, friends. Many men are traveling the world and shelling out tens of thousands of dollars to have their legs broken and surgically lengthened.
Oh.
Oh, no.
The brutal procedure, which is offered at places like the the Wannabe Taller Clinic in Istanbul, Turkey, involves months of pain, rehab, and metal rods. But almost all the men who endure it say gaining a few inches is worth the agony, especially since it improves their dating life, self-esteem, and even their mental health.
Okay, several times a year I hear a story about someone going to get a hair transplant in Turkey and dying. I'm not trusting someone. I'm not going someplace where they can't get your hair figured out to have my legs lengthened. That's just me.
Yeah.
No disrespect to all the medical professionals who are above board in Turkey, but when you got to fly to a place like that to get something like leg lengthening, trust me, I just see back alleys. I see delicious street food, but I mean, really, it's not worth the risk.
I mean,
how many inches are we talking about? Do you know?
I think it said 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, the biggest.
You can just fib your way through 2 to 4 inches, and those aren't the 2 to 4 inches that matter.
How was Turkey? It was good. I left short and I came back less short.
Yeah. They cite improving their self-esteem and their mental health. I mean, just take a page from Stuart Smalley, get yourself a mirror, and tell yourself how great you are. Gosh darn it, people will like you.
Come on, man. There's just as many short queens as there are short kings, fellas.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
And by the way, there's also just as many women who like a shorter guy. So, for the height of your future children, just dream big and go chase them. Go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be respectful. Stay out of their DMs, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you can make it work.
Yeah, bruh. This is just, you know what? I simply put this in for Ryder. Governor Tim Walz is applauding Taco John's for moving its corporate headquarters from Wyoming to Minnesota. The governor said
brother.
on... What's that? Say that again?
Ole, brother.
The governor said on social media, bring on the potato oles. The fast food chain's headquarters were previously in Cheyenne. Officials say Taco John's has been gradually making the change for the past 5 years. The new headquarters is in St. Louis Park. It started as a franchise support center. There are 56 Taco John's restaurants in the state.
I mean,
if we could get one closer to my house than Shakopee, that'd be helpful.
I'm almost embarrassed to ask, but shouldn't it be Taco Juan's? I mean, is that too much to ask?
No, I don't think that's too much to ask.
I think you're misleading people if you name it Taco Juan's. I think they're going to expect something other than what they're going to get,
That's
which
probably
is
true.
deliciousness,
That's
but
very
definitely
true.
not authentic.
That's a very good point. Thank you.
Hey, I've got a Taco John's less than a mile from my house. Do you want potato oles some morning or?
Yeah, we want them every morning.
Okay.
Is it 24 hours? Game on.
I don't know.
Never had them. Willing to try.
It's just like a tiny little hash brown.
Well,
it's so bizarre. I have
like
a Taco John's.
Like a golden coin of hash brownness.
So
that's true.
Is it small enough where the average high school girl would call it cute?
Yes,
sure.
It would be
Okay.
or SMOL, small. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Or
what we're
it's
doing.
so cute.
Good to know.
A new U.S. Census Bureau reports shows fewer young adults are reaching traditional adulthood milestones. The study compared national data from 2005 and 2003, focusing on ages 25 to 34. It looked at 4 key milestones: moving out of their parents' home, securing a job, getting married, and having a child. In 1975, it was about 50%. It's now less than 25%. Researchers attribute the decline to economic challenges and shifting cultural attitudes about family and adulthood. Rising costs for housing, food, gas, and childcare also factors. Those are factors for all of us. The report notes that more young adults are prioritizing education and work over marriage and parenthood. According to this report, quote, marriage is increasingly viewed as a capstone of adulthood, something to pursue after achieving economic stability.
You can wrap all that up in 2 words. Boomer greed. The greatest generation followed by the greediest.
Oh, yeah. We
Nice.
should pick some different milestones. Like, can telling off your boss and quitting your job be a milestone?
Should be.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
be. That's as American as apple pie and Chevrolet and, thinking your neighbor's wife is hot.
Hell yeah.
I didn't see that coming. Taylor Swift fans are speculating that she will headline the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show at Levi's Stadium, home of the San Francisco 49ers, due to numerous Easter eggs. Now, I've got girls in my house.
Yeah.
We're very much a Taylor Swift household.
Yep.
she takes these Easter eggs very seriously. She doesn't just talk.
Oh, no.
She knows what she's saying. So check this out. In addition to announcing her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, she also dropped random clues, including her obsession with making sourdough, a possible reference to the 49ers mascot, Sourdough Sam. This is how she operates. Repeated mentions of the number 47. The stadium was the 47th tour on her stop on her Eras tour, and the upcoming 60th Super Bowl aligned with her comment, "I'm really talking about bread 60% of the time." Again, you could roll your eyes at this and say it's just nonsense and the fans are all nerds, which they are, but she also takes this stuff very seriously. I would say it's almost a likelihood that she is playing the Super Bowl.
I'd bet the house. Listen, she's a full-blown sociopath. Make no mistake. A kind-hearted sociopath, and she spends time thinking about what sort of clues can I drop. Her life is a series of, I'm going to call them rabbit pellets. Everywhere she goes, she leaves a trail of, or sourdough breadcrumbs now.
Yeah.
And if she's doing all this on Kelsey's podcast, it's a done deal. Book it. Yeah. I was amazed to hear she'd never played the Super Bowl. I thought she had.
She's always had sponsorship conflicts, but now Apple Music is the sponsor of the halftime show, and so there's really no conflict there.
Done deal.
Wait,
Knowing Taylor Swift, she'll do the next 3 Super Bowls.
Sure.
And the NFL will be like, please?
Yeah.
Hell yes.
I'm in on it. I love it.
She had a sponsorship conflict with Pepsi?
Yeah, I think she's a Coke girl.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, girl after my own heart. Don't bring me that North Carolina swill. I need some Georgia soda.
That's right. This is wild. Fragments of a meteorite older than Earth struck a home in Georgia back in June, and it's been confirmed by scientists. The object, nicknamed the McDonough meteorite, was captured on film streaking through the skies above Georgia and South Carolina on June 26th. University of Georgia issued a press release Friday with their findings this past Friday, with UGA planetary geologist Scott Harris taking the lead. The object is 4.56 billion years old. Luckily, no one was home when the meteorite fragments hit the home, penetrating the walls.
Word on the street is they named it McDonough, and it was a toss-up, McDonough or Lundegaard. And it was one or the other.
Oh, okay.
A little local reference there for you.
Okay.
Ready for some sports?
Yeah, do it.
Justin Jefferson's back on the field wearing football gear and running around. First time since July 24th with that minor left hamstring strain. Very nice to see him, even though he ran one play, no defense on the field, but a ball was thrown in his general direction, and as he usually does, he caught it. Wow. He just said, look, I do things a little differently. I'm not, physically, I'm not like other guys. He says things like this, and it's like, well, yeah, no kidding, dude. We know. But he's talking about he puts a little more stress on his body than a normal person does, the way he runs, the way he holds himself, and he's learning how to deal with these hamstrings. All I know is I just hope it works. Whatever it takes, dude.
Yeah.
Stay on the field. Andrew Van Ginkel and Harrison Smith, both out of practice. Van Ginkel has been in street clothes since August 7th. There's no report yet on what's going on with him. Harrison Smith, they say he has an illness. Very vague from Coach O'Connell. I just certainly want to see all these guys back. Interesting little article in the Star Trib today about what happened 1 year ago today. Okay. 1 year ago today, Pablo Lopez opened up a game in Texas. The Twins at that time were 70-53. They had a 4-0 lead in a game, and then a few things turned. In a 7-batter sequence, the Texas Rangers came back and won the game. And since that collapse, they have won 70 with 93 losses. Oh, it's a real rough turn. Everything went back. A year ago today was the last time it felt good to be a Twins fan. They have a .429 winning percentage in the last 365 days. Ouch.
Okay, that losing streak, those Vikings. Can we go back to the part about Justin Jefferson being back on the field? Good
Lord.
Man,
no, it's not all bad. The Pollards feel our passion. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm so glad you reminded me of that.
And that's why they're not selling the team.
That's exactly right. Hey,
everything's gonna be okay.
In the words of let's see, Long Duck Dong, Lake, Big Lake. Big Lake, Minnesota. Glad to have you with us.
Good morning.
Dong. Where's my car? Lake. Big Lake.
My automobile?
That's pretty great. Oh, man.
We've had fun at their it's a medium-sized lake in Big Lake. It's not a big lake. It's a medium lake. But
no more.
Wow, throwing some shade there.
No. It was great. We had a blast.
No
Beautiful
more
lake.
Yankee my wanky. The donger need food.
Yeah.
Wow.
We all know where we were the first time we saw that.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the Morning is back. 92 KQRS.
A couple days ago, The who we just heard, kicked off their farewell tour down in Florida.
How about that?
They played that song, Behind Blue Eyes. They started the song, and then they stopped the song. They had some, what they called technical difficulties.
They
Zach
did
Starkey
not.
screw up the drumming parts?
And they had to restart the tune.
Oh my god, that's like you barely even see that when a band is playing a club show.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's a rough
I cringe
one.
every time.
That's
No, to answer your question, no. As we've talked about Zach Starkey, replaced by a drummer named Scott DeVores, Pete Townsend, introducing the band as he does, said, I have no idea who he is on the mic when pointing at Scott DeVores. As a joke, but still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
gonna
you know,
say,
he's
wow.
joking around, but it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Still a kick.
Anyway,
Come on.
there you have it.
still a kick.
You know, but the who's the who. What are you going to do?
I'm still going to listen to those records.
Yeah, the records are always going to be great. Make no
Yeah.
mistake about it. Not this morning, but on Thursday morning at 11 a.m., we here at Gorman in the Morning, myself, Paul Fletcher, Ryder, we're going to be over at the Minnesota State Fair at the corner of Cooper Street and Lee Avenue. Let's go.
Yeah,
Hell
buddy.
yeah.
Day one, opening day. It's going to be sunny and a crisp 74, I'm going to call it, at
Oh.
11 a.m.
Yeah, probably.
Looking at
Awesome.
what my phone says, it's going to get a little warmer. It'll push into the 80s in the afternoon. But boy, 11 a.m., it's going to be primo time to come over and say hey.
I think it's going to be. That's like perfect fair weather if we can
Yeah.
get. I mean, if it doesn't rain, could get some rain Thursday night, but Thursday morning. We
Yep.
got like I guess we have like a weak cold front pushing up some cool air. So the breeze is probably going to be decent. Oh man,
We got a lot of new merch.
We do.
We got a lot of
Yes.
good merch.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You can come by, say hey. Well, you know what? We're just going to be chilling from 11 to 1. Again, Cooper and Lee. And thanks to Electronics Recycling of Minnesota sponsoring us, keeping us on the air out there.
What's
So-
the first thing you guys are going to eat when you get there? Because,
Oh,
like,
God,
obviously
it's a
we'll hang
no-brainer.
out and say hi and stuff, but I think we have a few minutes to sneak away.
I have this will be my third year, but the first year I went, the first thing someone threw into my hands was fried pickles. And then the
Yes.
second year it happened again, and I'm like, well, I guess I just got to do that. That's kind of the
Right?
thing.
Yeah.
Just go with some fried pickles first. And I learned after the first year, don't eat the whole bowl. Don't eat the whole thing, the bin.
the
just
basket,
have like
yeah.
3 or 4. Get in there, feel good, and then start to move.
Yeah.
But no, I will. I'll embarrass myself at some point. I will strap on the feedback.
Nice.
corn roast. I got to get a cob of corn. That's
Pretty
my
strong.
first thing every time. There's also a wild rice burger that's in the. I don't know what building it's in, but that is phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the list of all the new foods because there were a few when we were talking about it like a month ago. There was a couple where I went, I'm actually going to seek that thing out and find
Yeah.
it. And, it's generally speaking, as long as there's 6 ingredients I've never seen on the same plate all at once, that's what I'm going to try. Just throw some weird crap my way and let me see what happens.
Ryder,
That's
what
the
about
state
you?
fair is.
What
That's
about
exactly
you?
right.
Oh, I'm going to pop over for some cheese curds. I think there's a stand not too far from us where they do the 4 different flavors. I might
Oh,
just
yeah,
start
yeah,
with
yeah.
traditional, but I think I'll do the cheese curds.
All right.
Yes.
And we have like a whole like outdoor lounge thing, right? Or
Yes,
whatever.
we do. Oh, yeah.
Because this is going to be my first time at the KQ.
Okay, well, you've been warned. They start serving beer at 10 o'clock at Giggles, so be prepared for people to party.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Oh,
like
it's a good
it.
time.
I like it. I like it a
11 to
lot.
1 on Thursday. Get to it. A dude from New York the other day had what he called an extreme day trip. He got a flight to Shannon on the west coast of Ireland, Galway area, and then decided to take advantage of a low-priced flight, and thought, hey, I can get everything I need done all in one day. Here he is talking
My
about it.
round-trip nonstop flight from New York to Shannon, Ireland was $457. I also rented a car for $48, and I was having a blast up until I paid a mechanic $60 to change my tire, and I also got charged $275 because I didn't get insurance. I ate a sandwich at the Cliffs of Moher for $8. Oh, and I also had this $4 cappuccino. I paid $5 to park at the secret location at the Cliffs of Moher, and I got this shirt for $41. Bringing my grand total for my Ireland day trip to $898.
$898.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. $898. You get a day in Ireland. You got, about 13 hours of flights sandwiched around that day. 6 over, 7 back. Kind of great. I mean, the more I think about it, it sounds like a good day to me.
It does. He didn't stop for a Guinness, which made me a little upset.
That's
they just
Cliffs
pour
and
it
more are
different
pretty
over there.
outstanding, though.
Yeah.
The Guinness is like a given though to me. If you're on the Emerald Isle and don't have a pint of the black, are you really there?
Have you even been there? Yes.
I can tell you the first time I ever went to Dublin was 1991. You could get Guinness here, but it wasn't like it is now. It was very different because the first time I got to Ireland and had a pint of Guinness, I was like, oh my God, I've never had Guinness before. The technology just wasn't quite the same. Now there's great Guinness everywhere, but at that time I was like, oh yeah, and I absolutely would have told you right then, oh, I'd come here for one day just for this.
13. You're enduring the 13 hours. In the air?
I don't care. Yeah, the Irish blood was a boiling just looking at that guy pour that pint that took 11 minutes. It's like, I'm finally home.
Yes.
I'm good on planes, man. I'm fine.
I don't hate it. I get a little stir crazy on those long of flights, and the legs start to get a little, because they're smashed in the seat underneath in front of you. And
I think it's an interesting question, though. Where would you go if you only had one day to spend?
Yeah.
And I'm going to remove one potential item, and the person you have a crush on isn't there.
Okay.
Because we've all done things where you're like,
yeah.
I mean, what if I just happened to be in Philadelphia? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing here? And you just end up, and there you are. And, well, I can't believe this happened. Not that. Just for your sake, where do you want to go? How far would you go to only have one day before you turned right around and came right back? And if you think about it, I mean, I wonder if any of us have ever had a trip that you got somewhere and it was immediately canceled and you turned right around and went back home. Just to give you a sense of how difficult that is. 651-989-ROCK. What's the extremist of the most extreme trips you would take for one day? A guy from New York flew to Ireland, drove around, went to the Cliffs of Moher, had a sandwich and got back on a plane and flew home. He was able to do it for under $900. He said, "Yeah, I'm going to go spend a day in Ireland." And if you've been on the west coast of Ireland, I can kind of see the logic. Pretty great. Where are you going, Ryder?
I'm going to Casa Bonita in Denver, Colorado.
Oh,
the
really?
South Park restaurant.
The
yes,
South Park
I do
restaurant.
The cliff diving. I like Mexican food, and it's one day and only one day. A lot of the places I want to go, I want to spend multiple days there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, stop at Casa Bonita, stop at a dispensary, and then fly back home, I think is all that I need out of Denver.
Okay.
If I'm being honest with you.
Casa Bonita.
That's pretty good. What do you got, Fletcher? Where are you going?
You know what? So, Ryder made a really good point about not going someplace where you want to spend 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Give me someplace in the Caribbean. That's so not me.
Okay.
Like, give me a beach, give me a Mai Tai or whatever. I eat some Jamaican food or whatever it is. Chill on the beach. I think like 4 hours, 5 hours of that would be enough for me, and then I could come home and I'd be perfectly happy.
Ooh, I need 6 or 7 days on a beach.
But see, that's not my thing, though. Like, I'm not into that. I don't want the humidity and all the heat and the gross. But I think in a small dose, that'd be refreshing. Yeah.
All right, I've put some thought into this.
Okay, what do you got?
Because I have... I very fortunately have traveled a lot, and I just thought when people oftentimes say, like, well, where's your favorite place? You can go anywhere. And I've had the same answer since 1992. And I'm going to go ahead and go as extreme as I've ever been here. I'm going to Methven, New Zealand. It's going to take a long time to get there. I'm going to have one hellacious day, and then I'm going to sleep the whole way home, hopefully. And then I'm going to be sideways for a month. But Methven, New Zealand on the South Island, it's a tiny little town at the base of a mountain called Mount Hutt, where you can go skiing. It's the New Zealand Alps. They have this mountain range, but there's a place there. It's called the Blue Pub, or they call it the Mighty Blue, and they have Black Mac and Mac Gold, two local beers, which to this day I still dream of how good those beers were. And they have mussels like the shellfish. They have mussels like the size of your fist, and they're not gross. They're actually tremendous. And everybody there is really, really cool. And it kind of feels like you're in Mayberry. Like it's about 1962, just the way everyone's like, no one locks their door. It's got a bunch of old cars, and everybody's just like, how you doing, mate? It was just cool. And I went there one time, and I left in 1992, and I said, by God, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
And I never have. But if you're going to put me on a plane and say, Steve, you're going anywhere for a day, then by God, I'm calling my shot, and it's about as far as I can get from right right here, right now.
Isn't it like a
Absolutely.
20-hour flight?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Holy bucket.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
All right.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Oh, it would be. I'm telling you, man. It was it was the magic of the summer of '92, I guess, is what I would call it.
What was that beer again?
It's called. There's two. It's Black Mac and
Okay.
Mac Gold.
Okay.
And boy, you can't get it as far as I know. The last time I looked, anyway. But it was just one of those times, it all made sense in the world. And I guarantee you, if I went back there right now, I'd be like, this beer tastes like piss. These people are terrible. How drunk was I to think
No
they were
way.
friendly?
Right,
These are
right,
some
right.
small towns. It'd be like a Twilight Zone episode, probably.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was great. But yeah, why not?
Could you get in that deep if you're only there for 24 hours?
well, that's true. You know what?
you know,
you
it'd
could
just
still
be a nice little taste.
skim the surface. You know, you bounce right back off that atmosphere and come back home. All right,
All right, I dig it.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
You sold me on the beer.
You might be
That-
a little crazy,
And
but
if not that, the aforementioned Philadelphia. Go to Delisandro's, get yourself a real cheesesteak. Screw that Pats and Geno's thing.
now you're talking right there.
Get the real ones.
That's the way to my heart. It's through my stomach.
65199 Rock. You got one day. Where you going?
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Rolling Stones miss you right there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, it still swings, man. It still just gets that little funky four on the floor beat. Makes me happy.
Oh,
It's a
hell yeah.
vibe.
It
It's
is
a vibe, as the kids say.
It is absolutely a vibe. The Cambridge Dictionary has let us all in on the new words they're adding this year. They
They
always
know about English, right?
they do.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Allegedly.
I'm curious if anybody's got any. Okay, I'm looking at a list of words I've never heard, so I'm like, wow, this is educational for me.
Okay.
I'm curious if you guys know any of what these are, and you tell me what. Okay, well, some of these I can figure out pretty quickly, but I've never heard them. The first one on the list, air jail. Like, this is actually being added to the Cambridge Dictionary. It's two words, but it's
Air
an expression.
jail.
Air jail, Jail, air jail.
Never heard it
That's
before.
when Michael Jordan knocks you down on the court?
No,
Air jail?
no, that would make sense. The act of lifting a pet into the air to stop or prevent bad behavior.
Yes. I do this with the tortoises all the time. There's one we let him out and like roam around, and when he starts to get it, like he knocked over one of our skeletons the other day. When he starts to get into trouble,
Not the skeletons.
I know. I pull him up, and he's in air jail, and his arms are just a flailing all about. Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry to go on this off ramp, but what are these skeletons I'm hearing about? What do you
Yeah.
have? Like, do you have like the Elephant Man skeleton from the Michael
No.
Jackson collection?
Oh, nothing nearly that cool. That'd be
Okay.
awesome. It's just the crazy bones you get at Menards. You know,
Oh, okay.
the like 5 foot, like ones that most people use as Halloween decorations,
Got
but
it.
we have up at my house all year.
Right, got it.
Yeah.
No, you got to come on, hands off the skeletons,
I know.
tortoise boy.
Yes.
can knock
Fingers
over-
crossed for a 12-foot sometime soon.
How?
Can knock over floor lamps, but when they start knocking down skeletons.
Yes.
I
Get
like
in
this
trouble.
one. I like this one because I know exactly what it means. Man-interrupting.
I know what that one
Man-interrupting.
means too.
Is this a derivative of mansplaining?
It is, except it's, of course, interrupting a woman when she's speaking, usually because the man thinks he has something more important to say.
Of course.
Yeah. And of course they always do. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Always more important.
Yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Especially when it's the exact same thought, but coming out of his mouth instead.
That's
We're
exactly
men.
right.
Of course we know.
Okay, but here's some weird ones, though. Burnt toast theory.
What?
Anybody got any thoughts? Burnt toast theory.
That's when you say something that it's like about you're going to have a stroke or something like that, and you smell that burnt toast smell. You're having a stroke-like thought.
Okay, like
a
it.
thought
That's real,
so
right?
dumb.
That's a real thing, isn't it?
Where if you smell burnt toast, that's a sign you're having a stroke?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, if it's not there and you smell it, yeah. So that
Yeah.
makes sense. Is that right?
No,
Oh.
it's the idea.
All right, enough fun.
It's the idea that a minor inconvenience, like burning your toast in the morning, might actually be preventing something worse from happening later in the day.
Oh, I like this.
Okay, that means you're totally nuts. That's like,
Why?
Yeah.
I
do you
just-
throw salt over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Are you afraid to cross the path of a black cat?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about burning my English muffin every morning so we can have a great show. This
Oh.
is the sacrifice I'm going to make for the team.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, don't set any fire alarms off or anything like that. You don't want to scare the tortoises.
Yeah. All right, very nice. I like this one. It's an acronym, DYOR. DYOR.
DYOR.
DYOR.
Do you?
Is this a punk band?
It is not. It
Desperate
could be.
Youth on Ritalin or something like
Do
that?
you own reptiles?
Wow, look at
No?
that. Desperate Youth on Do You Own Reptiles? Also very
Ooh.
good.
What do we got?
No, I'm sorry. That's Do Your Own Research, which is, of course,
God.
how we ended up here.
Right?
I've been doing lots of research.
My own research.
I'll do my own, thank you, Dr. So-and-so.
I'm not trusting those mainstream websites. I do my own research.
Do your own research. That, to me, that's like that's going to be my new euphemism for get the F out of my face.
Get a clue,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go do your,
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? Do your own research. Whatever happened to you do the math? I thought that was going to stick around a lot more.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
stopped doing math is what happened.
That's exactly right.
Facts.
We forgot how to do it. Wow. Nanoship. 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 Nanoship.
Mork came here on the nano ship.
Wow.
Right?
Winner.
Yes?
Well, I mean, to me, that's a winner.
No, that doesn't even make
Nope.
sense. He was a regular-sized human.
Nano.
Nano.
Alien, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
I see what you're going.
A nanoship is it's
Tiny,
like a relationship, a very short romantic interaction with someone with no expectation it will lead to a real relationship, or, as we called it back in the day, a one-night stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we embarrassed to use the word one night stand anymore?
I guess so.
We got to disguise. We got to disguise our misgivings or whatever you want, like our shenanigans. We got to describe them with new words so people don't know what we're up to.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
Come
think
on.
it is too. Just own it. Have a one night stand as long as it's consensual. Who cares?
Have a one-night stand, smoke a
good for you.
cigarette, live a little.
It's good for you.
That's what I say. They say they only add words they think have staying power, like these are not going away. Just
Really?
going to give you
Man.
the last few.
Okay.
Tradwife.
What is the
that like
opposite of rider?
Sounds like
I was going to say,
yeah.
I was going to say, Ryder, you want to field this one for us? How's life as a tradwife?
sounds like sounds gang related to me. I don't know.
It's short for traditional wife, a
Yeah.
married
Okay.
woman who stays at home doing cooking, cleaning, and has children that she takes care of.
And now,
Okay.
somebody who does all of if you had to pay somebody to do all these things, it's like an $80,000 a year job or something insanely
Oh,
ridiculous
right.
like that.
Hell, yes, it
these are
is.
very tough tasks.
For sure.
Allow me to manterrupt to tell you that you are correct.
Yeah.
I agree, Ryder.
Yeah.
That and their jobs that are thankless and nobody else wants to do.
Yeah, but I don't know that we need to call it traditional wife.
yeah,
I mean,
like what is
modern day
happening?
people do all this crap too.
Just because, look, there's like 3 women who got there on that cornered that Instagram market or TikTok, and they got 1 million followers. Stop with the tradwife thing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Give
over
a rest.
it.
Give it a rest.
here's the one I don't get. I've never even heard this. Skibidi.
Skibbity.
Skibbity.
Uh-huh. It's kind of like
Skibbity doodah, skibbity a. My oh my, what a wonderful day.
There was a character on a YouTube show called Skibbity Toilet, apparently, and it became Skibbity just became a word that I went through a phase in my household with then 9-year-olds and 6-year-olds that the answer to every question was Skibbity, Skibbity this, Skibbity that. It's basically a way to explain it to people that have a normal brain. It's the F word.
Yeah,
Because it can be.
I think kids use this like I use the F-bomb. It
Yeah.
just means
Oh.
whatever I want it to mean.
Oh,
It's
really?
positive. It's positive. It's negative. It can be an adjective. It can be a verb. It can be a noun. It can be everything.
It's defined as a word that can have different meanings, such as cool
yeah.
or bad, or
Yep.
can be used with no real meaning as a joke.
There
Okay,
you go.
fair
Yeah.
enough. Like,
Skibbity.
again, I think this is
That is
my
so
third time today I'm going to reference Philadelphia. John. You familiar with that? That's a word they say, though. What's going on with this John? What's that, John?
Oh,
and it
not
just applies.
toilet?
JAWN.
Okay.
You can throw it at anything. John can be
So
your
not a guy who
meal or
pays
the
for
bar
sex?
you're at or the scene you're in or let's what's happening over in that John. Anytime, and I know people from there. I've been there, and every time I hear it, I just go like, what the skibbity are you talking about?
Exactly. Skibbity Riz.
Do we have a Minnesota word that's like that? I was trying to think. Ope?
Yeah.
I mean, I've
that's
never
a good
heard that
one.
until I got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Ope is
and the
definitely
other one.
us.
There are things that people say that whole let me squeeze on past you right here.
Yeah.
There's little nuances. Scooch, there it is. I knew there was
Yep,
something.
yeah.
But ope is the one that I heard a few times right away, and I was like, what are they saying?
It's not even
Yeah.
a word.
What
It's
is
more
it?
of just like an action.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
just do it. When you're squeezing by with somebody.
Yeah, no, I like that when you're scooching. Ooh. Hey, the Doobie Dabbler, September 5th and 6th at the Seavers Festival Grounds in Shakopee. It's coming up, and we want to give away a couple of tickets, a 2-day pass, in fact, a pair of 2-day passes, and those ain't cheap, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
If you want to dabble with the Doobies, we're going to save you a lot of green if you win these bad boys. So we're going to play a game called WTF, Wisconsin, Texas, Florida. Ryder's going to play us some news drops, and then we will allow you to tell us. We'll find a caller who will be able to tell us where these all took place, either Wisconsin or Texas or Florida. Ryder, take it away.
Okay, here is the ultimate home improvement project gone wrong.
Made my whole family very nervous, and I'm sorry about that. But, I mean, accidents happen.
Over to a guy who has the opposite. He is very calm. He is not on a caffeine overdose. This is a man from who had a little bit of an accident while trying to finish some framing on his fireplace at home.
Did he stumble? Oh, good God.
I was on my tiptoes, and I just didn't have quite enough room, and it fired before I was really ready for it, and then it dropped down and fired again. And
yeah, he shot a nail right through his heart.
What?
It went in at the speed of a 22-inch bullet, 3-inch nail.
it didn't really hurt. It just felt like it kind of stung me, and I looked down and I didn't see anything, and I put my hand there, and like, that's not good. When I saw it moving with my heart, it's like, I'm not going to get anything done today. I can see that already.
And apparently, when it happened, he didn't want to bother anyone. So instead of calling 911, he just washed up.
There's a photo.
Hopped in his truck.
So I drove into the emergency room, and
you drove yourself to the hospital.
It seemed like the thing to do.
Yeah, sure.
Like I say, I felt fine, other than, you know, having a little bit too much iron in my diet. I just leaned over the security guard and said, I've got a nail in my chest. I'd be great if you can find somebody to help me out here. I'm just going to sit down.
I'll just be right here waiting with the nail in my heart. Yeah.
It'd be great if you could help me out.
He said by the time he arrived, 12 miles later at the hospital, that it was starting to hurt.
12 miles to get to the hospital, too.
Yeah, so the misfire with the nail gun. Nail goes through the heart. Dude drives himself to the hospital.
Oh, and by the way,
and
the whole
lived
time,
to tell about it.
And by the way, the whole time the nail is pulsing in and out with the beat of his heart as he describes.
That's when he knew he was in trouble.
I got on the Google and I Googled, is the heart an important organ? And it was, and I realized I should go to the hospital.
Right after that, I Googled how to get to the hospital.
Good God almighty.
Not
All
gonna
right.
get that fireplace done today.
Oh,
jeez.
Oh, man, and then we got...
I hope his Tootsies are warm in winter.
Yes. We got a chicken wing emergency right here.
Just in another central stunner, this woman arrested for calling 911 and asking them to bring her chicken wings and cigarettes.
She was making a joke saying she would call 911 for wings and cigarettes. So, apologies for the phone call.
Her thinking here, she was too drunk to drive, so someone else needed to help her out.
I'm going to pass out for this. Don't get wings and cigarettes.
See what I mean? Okay. The call was completely sarcastic, and I'm actually trying to let her know the levity of it, and I let her make the phone call from my phone, so I apologize.
If you could just pass along to her that that's an arrestable offense.
Police actually showed up and arrested her. Leanne Watson charged tonight with misuse of the 911 system.
Just the disdain from that reporter who went to broadcast school and is like, why do I have to read this story?
It's fantastic.
Ugh.
I used to get those in my lunch, Arrestables. They were so good.
All right.
I don't know why I thought that was funny, but I do. It's funny.
Did you take it in your lunch box?
Yeah, you know it.
Next to your thermos?
Yes. And then we've got some public sex, which can be Wisconsin, Texas, or Florida. Here we go.
Inside State Fair Parks Coliseum, you're bound to be entertained by the animals on display.
We're here for a horse show or a dog show, not to make babies.
But over the weekend, it was this couple in the stands putting on a show of their own. Video and photos of a man and woman having sex on these bleachers were quickly shared on social media.
I wouldn't think you'd see something like that here. This is for families. Not that.
Dawn Major and her son had no idea they were sitting in the same spot where the couple was caught in the act.
There's a place for that. Go home.
They switched seats right after our interview, at one point with his bare buttocks exposed.
Oh, and he's like waving like, hey, what's up? I'm on TV. All right.
The man is seen waving at the person recording him. The spokeswoman for State Fair declined to speak with us on camera, but in a statement, she tells Fox 6 the incident is appalling and inexcusable, and goes on to say a thorough investigation was conducted and the video was removed.
What do you make of that?
Honestly, man, I can't believe they would do that here, but I guess that was their decision, you know?
It's a decision that could land both in deep trouble. Investigators say State Fair Park Police took both into custody, and the district attorney's office is now looking into possible charges.
Because that's extremely inappropriate.
Extremely inappropriate.
Yeah, if human history has taught us anything, it's that they'll do it anywhere.
That's correct.
There's two things we've learned from history. One, as Michael Corleone says at the end of Godfather 2, anyone can be got. And two, they'll do it anywhere. That's the two things we can all safely assume are always true.
100%.
And this is smack dab in the middle of the Coliseum where they parade around the alpacas in their goofy costumes and the prize-winning goats and all that stuff.
The thing I like is that obviously the reporter walked up and said, hey, so anyway, you're sitting, here's a photo of what was happening here yesterday. You're sitting right where these people were doing it. Oh, gosh, we got to get it. We don't want to get any on us.
Yeah.
He actually showed them the video on his phone.
That's great. That's great.
That, you know what that is? That's top-level report work. That's what that is.
That is very good stuff. We've heard 3 tremendous stories from Ryder, and apparently we do have a caller who's got the right answers. Michelle from Randolph is got the magic potion or magic formula figured out. So let's do a quick recap here of the stories we're talking about, Ryder.
All right, we're going to make this real speedy. First one, nail gun misfires, goes straight through the dude's heart. He drives himself to the hospital.
Okay. Fletcher, what do you think?
That's Wisconsin. He's a very earnest fella, and he had a thick accent. I'm just going to take it at surface level.
You just based on the word fireplace alone, I'm saying Wisconsin.
All right, Michelle? What was the answer? There we go.
Bang.
All right, both on the board.
Good start.
911 call. The woman wanted chicken wings and cigarettes, was too drunk to drive herself.
I'll just say I've been in Tampa at the all-night wings and cigs, and so, you know, I know for a fact it's got to be Florida.
You know what? It sounds like wings and cigarettes. It sounds like Wisconsin or Texas behavior, but I'm inexplicably going with Florida.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Michelle.
It is Florida.
Oh, boy.
Boom, all tied up.
Wow, fair
We're
enough.
both firing on all cylinders.
Most people who buzzed in got those first 2 right. This last one, the public sex at the fairgrounds, really threw everyone for a loop.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say it's happened at all 50 states, the state fair. There's someone's at the fairgrounds right now knocking the nickels out of somebody. Just how that goes. That's a lot of acreage. That said, I think Ryder went for the trifecta. I'm going Tejas, the Lone Star State.
You know what? I a lot of times try to read into the stories, pick up on accents, just little tells here and there. On this one, I was totally tactical, X's and O's. I listened to how short the beep was when she covered up the word.
Oh, boy.
And only Texas could be beep that quickly.
Goodness gracious.
Texas State Fair.
All right. Ryder? Michelle?
I'm going with Wisconsin.
Yes, you're both wrong. It was Wisconsin. It was the Wisconsin State Fair.
Oh.
So close, but Michelle's the big winner today.
Scotty's getting busy. Congratulations, Michelle. Well done.
Thank you.
Enjoy that doobie dabbler.
That'll be a good time.
I should watch who I say that to. That sounds like something. Hey, listen, that's great news. Wonderful round. Boy, I got my work cut out for me next week.
Yeah, you do.
Some tough to beat stories right there.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning. You might think by the Cars, the first ever MTV Video Music Awards, 1984. It won for Video of the Year.
Damn.
Listen to who it beat.
Okay.
The Police, Every Breath You Take. Fairly iconic black and white cigarette in the ashtray.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah.
Also fairly iconic.
Her creepy dad, yes.
Herbie Hancock, Rocket.
Wow.
Groundbreaking video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and it also beat Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Okay, that I didn't know.
biggest video of all time. Yeah. Who voted for the Cars, you might think, over any of those, especially Thriller? That's crazy.
It's funny to watch it now, too, because it looks like clip art.
Oh,
basically.
yeah,
It's just like,
that's totally insane right there.
How does it be Thriller?
I don't know.
It's a mini movie.
You just
dance and everything.
You just never know.
That's insanity.
Hey, it's Tuesday, and that means that in about 48 hours, I'm going to go ahead and call it 50 hours from right now. 2 days and 2 hours from right now. You can meet up with Gorman in the morning at the corner of Cooper and Lee at the Minnesota State Fair.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, day one, Thursday. We're heading out there from 11 to 1, if not longer. We'll be at the KQ Outdoor Lounge. Again, the corner of Cooper and Lee. There's new KQ swag you're going to want to be picking up. We're going to be hanging out. Please come by and say, hey, we're looking forward to seeing everybody on day one.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the new swag, too, by the way, 92kqrs.com/fair if you want to see the new shirts. They're pretty sweet, man.
A tribute to one of my favorite bands of all time is on there, so I'm pretty stoked.
You are pretty stoked.
Yeah,
I'm stoked that you're stoked.
Stoked and stoked and stoked.
All right, it's time for the last word. The next time we have bad air quality because of Canadian wildfires, because of the drought up north, thanks San Diego.
What?
Really?
Thank, or I should say blame, San Diego, California. A difference that $10,000 could have made, and we wouldn't have these concerns. In 1915, there was a severe drought in Southern California, and San Diego was in bad shape. And a gentleman named Charles Mallory Hatfield, who claimed to be a rainmaker, approached the city leaders and said, guys, for $10,000, I have a secret mixture of 23 chemicals I can release into the atmosphere, and I will make it rain. And the city was so desperate for a solution, they were like, well, let's just try it. I mean, if it works, it's worth $10,000.
Sure.
January of 1916, he began his rain-making process. He set up a tower near the city's depleted reservoir to release his concoction into the atmosphere. Immediately, rain began to fall. By the next day, it was heavy rain, and over the next 2 weeks, unprecedented levels of rainfall. The situation escalated. The rains led to flooding.
Yeah.
It caused extensive damage across San Diego County. The two of the dams failed in town. One was compromised. Homes were damaged. Flooding resulted in significant economic loss. The city estimated damages at $3.5 million.
They wanted rain.
So they refused to pay.
Oh,
his $10,000.
He was pissed. That's about $300,000 in today's dollars, but still.
Right.
He sued the city for just his agreed upon $10,000.
Yeah.
They fought it. This is 1916. It held on in court until 1938 when they finally ruled, nope, that was an act of God. You don't get a thing. He said, that's it. I'll never make it rain again. And he died without ever telling anyone what those 23 components were.
Wow.
He was so bitter, he refused to share the secret. So anyway, thanks, San Diego.
Yeah.
We could have ended drought once and for all with some guy who, oh, by the way, he was a sewing machine salesman when all this went down. So you never know where the miracles are going to come from.
With all the smart scientists and science, we couldn't figure out what those 23 ingredients are. It's like it's worse than Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's the Colonel's 11 herbs and spices, and I will accept no slander towards the Colonel. Don't bring him into this.
There was no Colonel slander.
He was a good and justifiable man. Hey, tomorrow on this show, we're going to give away more Doobie Dabbler 2-day passes.
Yeah,
those are golden tickets right there, man.
Yeah.
We're going to play a little game we call Beat the Jock. But right now, more importantly, what's coming up right around the corner, Paul Fletcher?
Well, you just said it. Doobie Dabbler tickets around 1:30. Text keyword, commercial free, starting at 11:45. And the song, shortly after 10 a.m., the song that introduced most Americans, not all, but most, to a little band called U2.
All right, fair enough. Right now, the song that Neil Young wrote when he thought they were going to go play a gig in Russia, but then the gig was canceled, and one of his band members said, well, then I guess we'll just keep on rocking in the free world.
Yeah.
Neil knows a good title when he hears one.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Gorman in the morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.